Did Pro Wrestling Illustrated predict the death of Bruiser Brody with this kayfabe story written for us, the fans? Now, here it says Dick Murdoch versus Bruiser Brody. Are they shortening each other's careers? Of course, they spell Brody with an I-E here, which is weird. But I want to read to you some of the stuff that was written for this article here. And I'll get a close-up so you can see it. I hate him, snarled Murdoch. I hate his damn guts. And all I want out of life is to see the insides of Bruiser Brody spilled out of his belly and slithering around the ring so I can step on his intestines and kick the hell out of the ring. What is that? I mean, pretty much that's how Bruiser Brody unfortunately passed away. He was stabbed in the stomach in Puerto Rico, and you know, pretty much his guts were hanging out of him from what I heard about the situation. Wow, like that's just weird how that's written. Over here, Dick Murdoch says the end of the feud is Brody's funeral. When he cannot breathe, that's the end. Now, okay, I know that clearly they didn't think in 1988 Bruiser Brody would be murdered in Puerto Rico, right? No one thought that. No one in a million years would think that. But it's insane that, you know, his demise is kind of like written like right there. Like that, like just, that's insane. If you read that, that's exactly what happened. This is the October 1981 Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. It's an oldie. A lot of, I mean, for some reason, I like reading the old Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines more than the Wrestler or Sports Review Wrestling or Inside Wrestling. And I'm not sure why that is. Maybe because Pro Wrestling Illustrated is still around today, so it kind of has some longevity, some lineage. You know, it's still connected to what I'm seeing in stores and purchasing every 45 days or however often the PWI magazine comes out. But look at it. We got a press conference with Tommy Rich. Wildfire, Tommy Rich. Bill from Pro Wrestling Mags just did a video on Wildfire Tommy Rich about, maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago now. It's hard to, I don't know. Time just kind of, you know, gets away on me. But yeah, it was pretty good. Check that one out. Because I think it was for, he was doing Georgia Championship Wrestling is the video. So Tommy Rich was a big deal in Georgia for a majority of his career, right? What are they saying? We got Bob Backlund, Victor Riviera, or is it Rivera? I'm not too sure. Sir Oliver Humperdinck and Ivan Koloff. Look at Ivan, looks young there. Holy crap. My ringside report on the Backlund-Koloff War by Bruno Sammartino. I really doubt Bruno wrote this, but if he did, he better say doggone it, or whatever he used to always say in his when he would talk. Let's see. U.S. champ Roddy Piper. Dusty Rhodes has made me great. I've never seen a match between Dusty Rhodes and Roddy Piper. Clearly, this happened. What is this? Oh, a piece of paper off a magazine. Clearly, this happened in Mid-Atlantic, I would say, because U.S. champion. So there's Ted DiBiase. There's it. Wow. There's an interesting pose of the soon-to-be million-dollar man in the years to come. Close-up. Favorite hold. Oh, actually, they don't even tell you. It's like quotes from the wrestler here. What's his favorite hold? It's the abdominal stretch. I don't think I ever saw the million-dollar man use the abdominal stretch in the WWF. Not once. I don't remember ever seeing Ted do that. Toughest opponent at the time was Ken Patera. Probably fighting for that Missouri State Heavyweight title. Mr. Wrestling 2 was his greatest match. That was probably in Mid-South or Georgia. Most hated, the Freebirds. He hated Terry, Michael, and Buddy. Manny Fernandez setting the House of Humperdinck on fire. The House of Humperdinck, of course, in Florida, mainly. It was in Mid-Atlantic in 1983, maybe late 82, early 83. Because I remember he had Humperdinck was managing the one-man gang and some others at the time. What's this? Rich wins Georgia title, and Eyes races his belt again. He never did get it again. Koloff Flair band. Bonkwinkle Championship set has sailed. Backlund prepares for Morocco's challenge. Don Morocco. Ooh, King Kong Moscow was the looking at with Matt Brock. Matt Brock, by the way, not a real person. They used that photo for 1,000 years, and I know I'm being over-exaggerating there, but I'm sure it's still somewhere being used in a magazine. If PWI did a looking back, I'm sure Matt Brock would still be writing, and he'd be 103 years old right now. Why Mil Mascaras got involved in wrestling's most violent feud. Who's that? The Briscoes and the Funks. Oh, okay. And there's the Murdoch Brody story. What are they saying? We got, who's here now? We got King Kong Moscow, Vern Gagne, Killer Khan, and the Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog's anything good? No, nothing good. I thought maybe we might be talking about Mid-South stuff. King's Court. Oh, yeah. Morgenstein's report. So this guy, Morgenstein, I'm friends with him on, I believe it, I'm still friends with him on Facebook and Instagram. He still comes up on there. So I don't even know how I became friends with him. I think he added me, actually, which was weird because I think I left a comment on either, who was it? I think it was Bill Apter, something Bill Apter did or something, and about old wrestling magazines. And I got the ad, so that was kind of neat. Oh yeah, looking back to what magazines you could still buy here. They unfortunately stopped showing the photos as time went on because there was too many, so it was just a listing, so you really didn't know who was on the cover, just unless they told you, but you didn't know what the cover looked like, so it was kind of a random guess if you didn't have it at the time. World Wrestling Federation top 10. They had the champion included in the top 10. We got Bob Backlund, Magnificent Morocco, King Kong Moscow, Killer Khan, Pedro Morales, Sergeant Slaughter, Stan Hansen, George the Animal Steel, Pat Patterson, and Rick Martel. For the NWA, we got Handsome Harley Race, followed by Roddy Piper, Tommy Rich, Ted DiBiase, Ivan Koloff, Dusty Rhodes, The Masked Grappler, Sergeant Jacques Goulet, who is Rene Goulet in the WWF, Dory Funk Jr., and Les Thornton. American Wrestling Association, we got Nick Bonkwinkle with Baron Von Raschke, Dino Bravo, Tito Santana, Greg Gagne, Crusher, Big John Studd, Crusher Blackwell, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, and Sheik Adnan Al-Kaisi. For the tag teams, we got Gene and Ole Anderson, the Moondogs, Jesse Ventura and Adrian Adonis, the Fabulous Freebirds, Mike Graham and Steve Kern, Dick Murdoch and the Junkyard Dog, Mr. Fuji and Tenru, the Samoans, Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard, and Eddie Gilbert and Rick Morton. And for our most popular at this time, we got Andre the Giant, Mil Mascaras, Bruno Sammartino, Dusty Rhodes, Bob Backlund, Tommy Rich, Ted DiBiase, Ric Flair, Tony Atlas, and Baron Von Raschke. Wow, Baron was the most popular. Huh? Most hated, King Kong Moscow, Sergeant Slaughter, Super Destroyer, Crusher Blackwell, Ivan Koloff, Ken Patera, Magnificent Morocco, Harley Race, Ernie Big Cat Ladd, and Kevin Sullivan. And that's the end. So, yeah, what a weird story, though, right? If we go back here to what I originally started this out with, just the things they said about how what Dick Murdoch was saying about Bruiser Brody, it kind of really did happen, unfortunately, but just so weird. I remember reading this I want to say 2 years ago, and I couldn't believe what I was reading. I was actually laughing, not because of the situation, just I was laughing because, wow, this is like spot on. This is weird. This is so weird. So, yeah, there you go. If you want this magazine for that story or for anything you see in here, it is the October 1981 Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. So here's a little video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I saw that Bill posted one for the territories. He just posted it the other night. I haven't had a chance to check it out. I got to do that yet. I am so far behind in a lot of stuff. So, okay, in Canada, I'll do a quick story here. In Canada, I believe we lose the WWE Network in early January. It's going to be gone because of everything going to Netflix. Now, I don't know how soon everything is going to appear on Netflix. I don't know if it's just going to be the pay-per-views and like Raws and and SmackDowns, or if they're going to just throw everything, if they're transferring everything off the network in Canada over to Netflix. But if they don't, right now I'm in the middle of WWF Superstars. I'm in February 1995. I got to go till January 97, and I have like what, T minus 21 days to do that, maybe. I don't even know now. It's not good. It's not looking good. I have to like almost do a month. I have to do like maybe like 2 months a night or so, and it's just a lot of wrestling. So now I'm starting to like skip certain matches. If a wrestler comes out I don't like, it's like, well, let's just skip him, get to a guy I like. So if Duke the Dumpster Droese comes out, he gets the skip. But if Owen Hart comes out, I'll watch it. You know, if Doink the Clown comes out, he gets a skip. If Razor Ramon comes out, I watch it. So that's what I'm doing now, trying to get through that just in case it won't be on the new Netflix network, right? That's so weird to say, but all right, guys, thanks for watching this one. And until I do my next one, I'll talk to you later.